First tonight, the Landing MN's new director of development is considering plans to double the homeless shelter's reach in Rochester. The nonprofit says former communication director Erin Sinnwell is moving through the ranks to take the job. KIMD News 3's Evan Berg is joining us from the Landing MN with how the new director may move the nonprofit in a new direction. Evan.
Jess, according to Sinnwell, the Landing sees around 100 to 120 clients a day, and it expects that demand to only increase, especially with a Rochester overflow shelter run by Catholic Charities of Southern Minnesota recently closing. She says one of her main priorities in the new position is seeing how the Landing can meet demand now that we're having increased demand for it. In her new role as Director of Development, she'll be helping to meet demand by meeting with frequent donors, organizing fundraisers, and sharing clients' stories on social media to help destigmatize homelessness. She says one of her priorities is finding new ways for the shelter to grow and meet the needs of community members.
We would like to explore a bigger space, whether it's the current one and possibly having an expansion, or do we need to look at an additional building or a whole new building? So those are all things that are still being decided, but we just know that we're growing out of this space.
And she says to meet that increasing demand, she'll also be hitting the ground running in her new position with plenty of fundraisers. One of those includes the Landing's first ever 5K in collaboration with Little Thistle Brewing, the Lace Up for Hope, which begins on July 26th. Over 100 runners have already signed up. And if you want to participate in the race, I've been told that the entry fee is only $34. Live in Rochester, Evan Berg, KIMT News 3.
Evan, did the Landing MN propose any potential locations for this second outreach for the nonprofit?
I've been told a lot of these plans are still pretty early days, but they'll be having a community forum this fall to discuss further details.
All right, good to know. Thank you, Evan. And on that note, as Evan mentioned, the Landing MN is planning to host a community forum that's centered around expanding shelter services and the nonprofit's growth. It's scheduled to take place September 16th at Mount Olive Lutheran Church, beginning at 6:30 that night.